Your time is your most valuable asset that you possess. And if your time is not being used in a valuable way, then ladies and gentlemen, you are wasting it and you will never get it back. You have no reason to be afraid to let go. But you got to stand and know that you're gonna get through this one way or another. It's a test. This is only a test. And soon it will become a testimony. You will be able to share this information with people, your loved ones, people that you don't even know. You will be able to look at someone and say, I remember when I was in that position, but I made it through. And you will be able to encourage that individual or those people and say, listen, you are going to get through this because this too shall pass. And why are you going through this, you may ask? Why are you suffering so much, you may ask? Because that's what it's about. It's a test. You won't know until you know. You won't know your strength until you know. You won't know pain until you feel it. And how can you know something if you never experienced it in your life? How can you teach it if you've never been taught? How can you tell somebody to get up if you've never been knocked down? How can you realize pain, struggle? You've never seen it or felt it in your life. But make no mistake, we are all here to be tested. Don't feel that you're bigger than life, because life is much greater than any living human being on this planet. Not one animal, not one insect, not one plant can survive greater than life itself. Because when all things pass on, life continues on, and you're just a part of it. But what do you do with it when it's right there in front of you? You can't waste it. You can't let it fall to the wayside. You got to wake up and realize that the test is upon you. And you're gonna pass a few tests and you're gonna fail many more. But that doesn't mean that you are out of it. It doesn't mean that you are out of the fight. That means that you got to hit that reset button, study a little bit more so you can learn much more about yourself. Because that's just what it is. You'll never be that great if you don't focus on humility. If you don't realize that these things are going to happen one day in my life. Have you ever been in a position when you lost so much you didn't know what was going to happen in your life? Have you been in a position where you were homeless and you didn't know how you was going to find a way to get a roof over your head? Or what about that job that you had, that you put so much work in and they let you go and you said, why? What happened? What did I do? They just didn't want you anymore. And you still had to go through it. That's the test. But I guess you felt that that job was gonna make you. That job is all you had. That job is how you were gonna get by. That job is how you paid your bills. But you haven't truly paid the ultimate price. You haven't suffered enough. You haven't felt that struggle enough. Maybe you just wasn't humble enough because you thought you had all the answers.